Hey everyone, it's Jessie from Peach Manifesto, and I have another empties video for you. So, starting off with my pile beside me, I have gone through a box of sterilization pouches. There are 200 in here, and I have repurchased. I really do like this size. They're really good for through a box of medium Kirkland nitrile gloves. I have been using my gloves a lot more lately. I have a lot more electrolysis clients, and I've been really good about remembering to wear my gloves when I pull stuff out of my chemical sterilizer because chemical burns really suck. I have gone through another bottle of CS20, which is my chemical sterilizer, which can give you a chemical burn if you're not careful. Something that I'm getting rid of. It's not empty, but I'm just like tired of using it. So there is this BC Spa sugar scrub. It smells wonderful. It's that lovely like mandarin mango. I haven't used very much of it, but I just don't like it. This one just feels sticky. It doesn't seem to exfoliate the way that I would like it to, so I'm just going to get rid of it. I'm sure I'll find a use for it, but it's not going to be in my salon anymore. I've gone through two of these kind of like photo backdrop things. I got these big books from Michael's with like wood grain kind of patterns, brick patterns, just marble patterns, anything that I think would be a nice like, you know, photo backdrop. And these ones I have like just destroyed with like glitter, or there's like oil or gel polish on them. I don't know if you can really see that, but I need to get rid of them. I can't really use them anymore. And again, I've gone through another bag of the buffing blocks, the little cute pink ones. I can show you. They're just these little guys. And back to pedicures. We were talking about that earlier. I have gone through some OPI Pro Spa. And at first when I got this, I really didn't like the smell, but it's grown on me. I like it. It's very fresh. It's not as like, I really like food, fruity, citrusy smells, but this is just like a really fresh smell. I have like scraped the bottom of it. I really like it. I have repurchased. I asked them to bring in the bigger size. I think this is the 4.8 ounce, and I did get the 8.8 ounce, so the double size bigger. So another thing I've gone through is a bottle of 99% IPA. So that's just the alcohol I use in my salon. I used to get these from distributors in the 1 liter, and this is like a half liter, so 50 milliliters. But it's so much cheaper to get it at Costco. I can get 2 liters for the same price as 1 liter at the distributors. So another couple things. I have gone through 2 of these air cans. I'm not going through as many of these lately since I've gotten my event, my Valentino. I just don't have a lot of like dust kind of laying around anymore that I need to like off. So I have gone through less, but I've gone through 2 since the last time I did the video. Through Can West bit cleaner. These are really good for the carbide bits that you can't put in the CS20 because it'll dull them or kind of eat away at them actually. Oh, really sad. I've gone through a lamp. I've had this one for a while. Part of it stopped working because I dropped it. Like you can kind of tell. I've cleaned it a bunch of times, but it's still got all kinds of gunk and stuff. The Sun 5 is my favorite lamp. I have 2 more still, and I plan on ordering some more as a backup because I can usually get them for $40. This one lasted me 2 years. I've gone through an enhanced clear. I usually go through at least one of these every empties video. I have since repurchased. I actually have repurchased 2. One I'm almost done, but I thought I would do the video anyway, and then I have a backup one that I got on Black Friday because yay for sales. Accent stuff like never goes on sale, so when you can get it for 20% off, you stock up. I have gone through a crystal clear acrylic from Email Couture. I really like their acrylic. I really haven't played with anything else, but it works. It does the trick. I like it. My client likes it. I've gone through another acrylic, Eternal Beige, which is Email Couture's Cover Pink. I've gone through one of these, and I've since repurchased that as well. So 2 bags. They come in a bag like this of the non-woven epilating strips. Now I don't do waxing. What I do with these, they go on sale pretty often, like I swear like every other month they're on sale. These ones are for like the eyebrows. They're like small, about this big. I cut them in half and I use them for my wipes. So they're about like this big, and I just cut them in half and use them for my wipes. I've done that. I find they're very, very similar to something else I've gone through, the Expert Touch wipes by OPI. These ones can get a little expensive, but I also have since repurchased more of these. They were on sale for Black Friday, and I really like them, and it kind of cuts out the step of cutting them, but I probably still will purchase more of these because they're really cheap. It's quick and easy to do, and I like them, so I'll probably repurchase both just because. Okay, next few things I've gone through. I've gone through probably 3 bags of these paraffin. It's the peach paraffin I use in my paraffin warmer for my pedicures. Some of my manicure clients get them as well. I've also gone through 2 bags of cotton rounds. I do a lot of stamping. I also do like electrolysis and pedicures, and sometimes they're just regular polished pedicures, so I do use the cotton rounds for a lot of different things in my salon, not just stamping, but I go through most of them with stamping and probably electrolysis. I've gone through a filter, a Valentino filter. I can usually get a really long life out of these because I use those little air cans to blow out the back, and I find you can get a lot of life out of them if you really like blow out the back, and it just makes the filter last longer. Through Black Heart. I've always used this as my black stamping polish. It's $2 at the dollar store, and I have backups of this for days because it's my favorite, and it's $2, and black is one of the most common colors you use for stamping. Through a small bottle of the cuticle eliminator. I've since repurchased, and I've bought the bigger size just because it is a better value. Through one Luxio gloss. I don't know if you can see that. I've gone through an Egoista rubber top coat, and I have gone through a Shine On. So I kind of use different top coats for different things. These were part of the Egoista kit. I bought a couple trial kits, and they always come with a rubber top coat. This one has a tacky layer, but this one's actually like really good for stamping. A lot of times stamping will cause your top coat to separate or pit. This one's really good for stamping, but I mainly use it to go over top of my swatch sticks because it's not my most favorite. My 2 favorite top coats are my Luxio gloss and my Shine On. This one is no wipe. This has a tacky layer. Often if I'm trying to kind of embed something a little bit, this is a thicker top gloss, and it does stay really shiny for a long time, and this one's just my everyday like no wipe top coat that I really enjoy. I've also gone through an X Bond, and this is by Accents, like Luxio Accents. They're all the same company. I really like this. I did have a few problem clients, and I found like this really helped any kind of like lifting issues. I had no problems after I switched to this. Through a small container of Trinity Clear. Now Trinity Clear is like a 3-in-1. It does bond, build, and top coat. I repurchased this. I've repurchased everything that you've seen so far, like the glosses and the bond. This one, I've only purchased a small one. I only use this for a few things. I was considering switching to it from my Enhance, but it is just a little bit runnier. And I find that I just don't have enough time to do what I want. Where my Enhance, I can do my slip layer, make an apex, and pop it in the light. It's good. This one I have to move really, really fast or it is like running away. But I do like it. It is good for embedding kind of chunkier things. And then being glossy afterwards. So it is that kind of one step. I also used the tip from 10 Little Canvases. I'll link her below. She uses this on top of chrome. So after she finishes her chrome, she does the thin layer of this and then goes on with her top coat. And I have found that my chrome lasts and lasts and lasts now that I do this. And I think because it has that like bonding property to it, that it just really kind of seals everything in and I have no chipping or any problems at all. So highly recommend Trinity if you're looking for something like that. And I've also gone through a gel play rose gold leaf. You can tell this container's a little beat up. Really like kind of scraped the bottom there. It is probably one of my most popular rose gold colors. I do have a few, but this one is kind of like the tried and true. It's very pretty. It's very like a real true rose gold. Well, not really gone through, but I have a Shesh Vite. Is that how you say it? Shesh Vite top coat. This one has like some left in it, you can tell. But after a while, they tend to go really, I don't know if you can see it, it's like really stringy. And it's just not as good anymore. So I've since repurchased. I do some like just polish manicures and polish pedicures. So I do like this. This is a very quick drying and it's nice and kind of thick. And just gives a really nice look to the nail when you use it. I've gone through Alexio Nightfall in a mini. I've repurchased in the big size, and then I've also gone through Luxio Muse in the mini, and I have repurchased the big size of that as well. I have gone through a bottle of Accents White On, and this is their tack-free white. This I use a lot for stamping. I don't really use it for chrome. I think that's really what it's more intended for, but I use it more for stamping or if I'm going to do art on top of a nail. It's nice just to not have to like wipe a tacky layer. This is basically one coat coverage if you apply it correctly. Yeah, I really like this. And the black one is really good too. I have gone through gel play paint in white, like a really good kind of standard color that you would use for like any kind of art. So I had these like kind of little cheapy art brushes and I've cut them and I've done all kinds of weird things to them and I just don't like them anymore. I've done as much as I can to do to save them and it's just not worth it. I've gone through 3 of my gel brushes. As you can see, like I think I mentioned in the past, I'm kind of garbage with brushes, so I always buy super cheap ones because I cannot be trusted. I'll either cure them, I think this one is cured, actually solid, or I just ram the lid on and just kind of wreck the brush. So I buy cheap brushes because I cannot be trusted with like a $25 brush. This on sale, I can usually get these for 50 cents each, but lately they've been about like 80 cents Canadian. So if I wreck 80 cents, I don't really care as much as if I wreck like a $25 gel brush. So what I'm just getting rid of actually, this was a bit that I got from AliExpress. I really liked it. It was very sharp, but it's not actually very straight. It does have a little bit of a wobble to it. So it was a bit uncomfortable. There is this bit here. It did not handle being cleaned very well. It got really rusty. So I'm just getting rid of it. It's still actually quite sharp. It has like a blue coating on the top and so it still works good, but I don't feel comfortable using like a rusty looking bit in front of my clients. So I'm just gonna get rid of it. A pair of toenail clippers. Once they get a little dull, I just toss them or use them for like crystals. This one it's not even really like squeezing very well. And I've also gone through a pair of nippers. They're so stiff, they like just cannot be saved. They were never really sharp to begin with, and when I bought it, I think I paid way too much for them anyway, and they've just been my crystal nippers. And now they're even too stiff for that. It's even like difficult to make them open and close because you can close it and then they just don't pop open. So it's just a waste of time. So I'm getting rid of those as well. This is a bed cover. So I have my bed I used for like electrolysis and pedicures. I got this a long time ago. It's like terry cloth. And when I worked in a salon, it got like wax on it and from the other people that would use my equipment. And I kept it around for a really long time because it was good if I was like doing kind of like full body electrolysis. Just covers the whole bed. But it's just like old. It's time for it to go. It just doesn't look that good anymore. Did have all my glitter in kind of these like little metal pots. They had tea in them, and I've since switched them all to those clear ones. I'm sure you've seen them in other videos. They're the ones from Michaels. I keep my crystals in them, but I also keep my glitter in them as well. So I've gotten rid of all the metal containers, dumped them all into the clear ones. Now the metal ones were bigger, so as you've seen in that one, there is a bit of glitter still left in it. But I'm just getting rid of it all. Like, I just don't need it. I have a ton of glitter. I'm sure it'll be fine. Anyway, that was my empties video for this month. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions about where I got anything, just comment below and I will send you a link. And thanks so much for watching, and we will see you all later. Bye bye.